So I had just graduated with my master's degree and I had 2 job offers on the table. After taking some time, I had decided between the 2. And they had told me that it was going to take about 6 months for my job placement, which was not unusual for this position. So that time goes by and I still hadn't heard anything. So I started to get kind of worried. So I emailed them and said, hey, am I going to hear about my job placement soon? Well, that's when I received the email that they no longer had the position available. After waiting 6 months, I was upset, I was heartbroken, I was confused. But the biggest struggle for me was the discomfort that I felt. It was as if I had kind of ran into this road closure, and instead of driving on this nice paved road, I was suddenly forced to pave a new one with no tools and no clear direction. So I decided to start working at Starbucks until I figured some things out. And I worked there for several months until one day it all changed. I was working the drive-thru and a customer asked me if I was working towards a degree, which was normal because most people were. But I responded, no, I actually just finished with school. And he asked, what did you get your degree in? So I told him, performance psychology. And he responded by laughing. I was so confused by his response that I had to ask him, what is so funny? And he says, oh, you got one of those degrees that you'll never use. It completely stopped me in my tracks. I was mad. But I wasn't mad because he was rude, even though he was. I was mad because in that moment, he was right. You see, a lot of us say that we want something bigger than we have now. We set these goals, we map it out, we develop our plan, and when that plan meets reality, we struggle to stick with it. The pain of the roadblocks we face and the unknown stops us in our tracks, and I'd be lying if I said that it initially didn't stop me too. But see, you won't make progress if you turn around at the first roadblock. And that was the day that I Googled how to start your own company, and I started a consulting company, and a year later, I had the opportunity to interview with the Yankees, and I got the job. You see, when we think of the greats like Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, we think of the outcome, how great they became. But we forget that professionals were once amateurs who just repeatedly tried, failed, learned, and improved. They didn't start out great, they became great. And so if you want to become great, remember that nothing about growth is comfortable. Your plan will meet roadblocks, but don't run from it. Lean into it, because growth is waiting for you on the other side.